What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today we will be reacting to a video that Shell have posted on YouTube. It's an expert roundtable as F1 and NASCAR unite, and I thought this would be so good to react to as I do watch motorsport and particularly like F1, 2, 3, all of that, but I have just been getting into NASCAR because I reacted to the Netflix series and a couple of other NASCAR videos, and I thought this is the perfect video to get into, both worlds colliding. I'm here for it. I think it's got both Ferrari drivers and a NASCAR driver in it, so I'm going to react to it. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe. Over half of you that are watching my videos aren't subscribed, so just hit the subscribe button, okay? It literally takes 2 seconds. Right, enough of the talking, let's just get straight into it. Right, I'm so excited to get into it. If you're new here, Ferrari is my favourite team in F1, so this is very exciting to me. Right, let's go.
2:12 is our lap time?
Yeah.
And how fast do you guys around?
1:30 something.
1:34. You cannot compare.
That's quite funny.
I'm pretty new to F1. I watch you guys, right?
Yeah.
We race a lot of times, similar times to what we're racing too. And similar as is because we're all racers, right? And we have that in common, but the way you guys go about going to the racetrack and getting ready and your cars and your teams and all that is so different than what NASCAR is.
How many people are you in your team?
Pretty much each car has about 20 people that go that weekend. So now we have a 20-minute practice, and then 10 minutes after that we qualify.
Oh,
bang, bang.
Saturday already.
Yes. So like you gotta be like on when you get there. And
I didn't know that either.
Small
So.
adjustments.
And straight away quality.
Straight in, yeah.
That's
And
so
then
you
race
better be
on
good.
Sunday.
And then we race Sunday. Yeah, so like our seat time, like we don't get in the car as much as we used to. We race 38 times a year.
38 races per year.
Yes. But we're not going
Wow.
overseas like you can in different time zones, right?
All the races are in the US. I mean,
yeah.
how many oval races and how many like normal road courses?
Road courses, so the majority of them are ovals. The only one that we both race at is Coda
Austin.
in Austin. It's thinking about like how different it is to probably drive one of our cars versus your car at that track. It's gotta be like, where do you guys break?
Can I just say, I'm glad that Charles and Carlos are asking these questions because I obviously have been reacting to a couple of NASCAR videos, but I haven't, the season starts this weekend, so I haven't seen a full race from NASCAR, and they did kind of explain it in the Netflix series, but I relied more on people in the comments to explain NASCAR to me. So I'm glad that they're asking these questions because it's filling me in more on how it actually works.
I gotta look it up. Someone look it up.
Does it get physical for you guys too?
It does, probably in a different way for you guys. Like we don't have the G-forces you guys have. Obviously, it's not going quite as fast.
What's the
So,
worst
and you
race
guys
for
have a 2-hour race, right?
Yeah.
But typically at the end of a race, are you guys
How
like
long
4
is the
hours?
race?
3.5.
3.5
hours.
My
Typically.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that has
Wow.
to be crazy though. Like 3 hours and a half on a half-a-mile track, going left.
I think I'd go crazy. I love
You put
racing,
the
but
spotter.
constantly
Do
going
you
like
have
that.
spotters? Do you guys not have spotters?
No.
No, but it's crazy how much they talk to.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Have you heard the radio? It's constant
constant.
communication.
For 3 hours and a half, he keeps talking to you like counter right, left,
Constant.
50, 10. There are a lot of differences between the two sports. I think at the same time we have the same partner. No? How much do they help you on track, and how much do they support you on track on the performance and reliability kind of things?
Well, I think it's kind of neat because you get to watch you guys and there's kind of like that connection immediately, right? You have that. For us, you know, we race a spec car. So everybody has the same chassis, the same shocks, springs, like we
That
can
is
put
weird
different
to me
ones
as well.
in, but we have to buy them from the same supplier and also the cars are all the same except
Because obviously F1
some
isn't like
little
that.
items, right?
Okay.
And one of the items is the lubricants we use. If all the cars are the same, if you can find a little bit,
For sure.
it stacks up pretty quick. I mean, we qualify the top 15 cars are within a tenth most of the time. Like, it's
Within a
just
10. Top 15.
tenth and a half. I
crazy.
mean, it's nuts.
That's
there's a little
mental.
Bit, like you stack a few of those together, it's noticeable. Shell develops your fuels, right?
Yeah.
And your lubricants and
Yes.
everything in the car.
Yeah. And we've got like a small house on track that follows us everywhere, which is called the Shell Track Lab, where we've always got like 2 or 3 scientists from Shell following us, analyzing the fuel and oil sample after every sessions, in order
After
to.
every single run, actually. It's
Is
like
there rules?
every time we stop in the box?
That
we
is
take a
also
sample
crazy
of
to
that,
me, like-
even if it's a 2-lap run.
This
Yeah.
is so
Okay.
2-lap run. They
mind-boggling in like the best way possible, and this feels like the best version of the multiverse ever. Like F1, and just sitting down and chatting F1 and NASCAR at the same time is like all that I've ever dreamt of at this moment in time.
They take a sample, they analyze it, they go back to the engineers.
Just to analyze the wear of the different parts in the engine and make sure that there's nothing going wrong. It's like basically a blood test for our engine.
I mean, that's cool to hear all that, right? We don't get to have as much of that stuff. But you guys don't refuel during the race, right? So
No.
you got what you
There
got.
used to be a time where F1 did refueling. They thought maybe it was better just to change tires rather than also
Really?
fuel. And the only problem that comes with that is that the car at the beginning of the race is very heavy compared to what it feels like in qualifying. 7-8 seconds lower, but that's
7
also
to
tire
8
management,
seconds?
new tires, DRS.
It can get crazy.
That is way slower.
Yeah, no, it's, the car feels completely. It's like you're driving a different category.
Slower.
4 seconds are coming from the amount of fuel that the car has, from the weight of the
On
car.
some tracks.
Then
But then
another
wow.
3 seconds comes from
time
tires.
management, huge.
Do you guys, so you can't just hammer down the whole time and wear your
No.
tires out?
No, we've got to manage cars like crazy.
We become tire whisperers.
Shal looked terrified when he said that. He was like, "No, can't be doing that."
Weird.
It's so funny.
We don't even know ourselves how many horsepower we actually have in
Can't
the car.
say, but you know you're roughly somewhere
We know
around
it's
there.
around 1,000.
No one says the real number.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the engine manufacturers, they don't.
I'm scared.
So everyone
Yeah.
says around 1,000.
That's what we get the same thing. They give us a graph and there's any kind of upgrade and you go, here's the baseline and this one's a little bit
Power curve,
worse
yeah.
here, a little better here. I'm like, well, what are we making now? Like, what
Give me a
they'll
number.
never tell us. No,
Give me the number.
We're all the same.
I know it's not enough.
How much
That's what
horsepower you
I know
have?
for sure.
More or less.
We're like 750.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
that's pretty
So-
similar to, I think, our
Internal combustion engine.
internal combustion engine. Then we've got the
Electric.
electric
Oh, so you
engine
have
that
that
adds,
kind of-
adds
that's what
like
gets you close to
200, something like this, I guess.
That's something with DRS. You gotta-
No, we
You
have.
can use that?
So we have
Or is
the
that all the
ICE,
time?
which is the internal combustion engine
Yeah.
that is around 750, 800 horsepower.
yeah.
And then we have the MGUK that is 160 horsepower, but this is fixed for all teams. There's a
Okay.
limit of the deployment
Okay.
that you can have. And then on top of that, on
Learning
the
a
straights,
lot of things
we are
here.
able to use DRS on the main straights of
Yeah,
the circuit.
I mean, most of the
It
F1
gives,
stuff I know,
and
but
it opens the wing and it
there's
gives
still
us
like-
another 30 kilometers an hour.
but it's behind the
That is
scenes
fun
that they
just to
don't.
see how much
You
faster
don't
you guys go
need
when
that
thing
necessary
opens.
20
information.
miles an hour.
It's like the last second like dive bomb in there. Like you can't defend it. Like you're going too fast. Like
But
it's-
you've got something not something similar, but when you spin, you've got these things that are opening to slow the car down. No?
Is it?
a lot of those are
think
more a little bit slow to cars. There are roof flaps that come up, and then we have a diffuser flap that comes down. A lot of it's just to keep the car on the ground.
Okay.
don't-
So they don't go up in the air. Like our super speedway, so Daytona Talladega, it's like a 2.5 mile track. We run a restrictor plate. We're just wide open all the way around.
How many miles per hour do you?
We're like two.
I learned about that the other day when I was doing a different
320.
reaction.
That is fast.
So you're in a pack because when you think about it, right? Everyone's wide open. You can't go faster, and so the only way you go faster is
How many
you
cars
draft.
in the race?
There's 40 in the race.
Yeah,
And so it's
the
just
whole
a
circuit
pack.
is
It's a
packed.
3-wide pack
Yeah.
of just going through there. And so you work the draft, and that's where you use your spotter a lot.
So fascinating.
Okay.
What do you drive?
Just
All right,
geeking
street
out on the
cars,
inside
so
right now.
I like a lot of old cars. I don't know if you guys are into classic cars
I like.
or not. I
My
like
dream
driving
car
something
is a
different.
288 GTO.
Okay.
That is my dream. One day maybe.
What are you waiting on?
I mean, they are not easy to find, and they're incredible cars.
You might know a person.
Yes, I do.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
What car do you drive, Carlos?
What I really use during the weekends is the Ferrari 812 Competizione. They just released that car as soon as I arrived there, and it actually became my favorite car ever
It's
that I had
incredible.
seen. Like the look of the car is for me the best road car. The look, the line and everything. I said, I have to buy this, and I bought it, and I bought
in
another
love.
one now. Since I knew that we only use 99% of the same products as in F1. For that weekend, I go to the Shell station, and I don't risk anything else than Shell.
You got to take care of them. Right? When you
Yes.
start like getting the parts and all that, like I mean, putting the right oil in it and taking care of the maintenance side of these things. Well, if it works in your race car, probably works in your street
100%.
car pretty well.
And you,
Good
Shell,
promo
what
there.
car do you drive?
Well, I've got a 488 Pista, but I've also got the Competizione Aperta.
It arrived
I think
already
the other
or
one. No, not yet.
Okay.
In December. But my cars are like my babies. I need to
Take
take
care
care
of
of them. Shell Helix Ultra, Shell V Power in it. So I know the product. I know exactly how it's been developed because we are developing it.
So having said all that, you coming to the paddock or not?
I'd love to. I sit in the car, I drive this thing for
Come
you.
with us. Let's go. I'm gonna show you
Let's
around.
do a right swap. Let's try that.
Wow. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That is the type of thing that I will just watch like in my spare time. Like I find stuff like that so interesting, and the fact that they were mixing both F1 and NASCAR together and talking about both of them, loving it. If you had spoke to me a couple of weeks ago about talking about NASCAR, I'd be like, oh my god, shut up. Like I don't watch it, blah 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 blah. Not that I hated on it, but I didn't watch it. Now I haven't even seen the first races this weekend, and so I haven't even seen like a full race yet, and I'm already obsessed with it. So I love that they were talking about both F1 and NASCAR. It's so interesting to like know. Again, this is me geeking out here, but it's like so interesting to hear like all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes and like the work that actually goes into the cars and like the whole engineering aspect. Anyway, I'm probably sending a lot of people to sleep right now in the comments, but it's fine. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. So if you have any more reactions that you'd like me to do, any videos that you'd like me to react to, please drop them in the comments. I am working my way through everybody's suggestions. Do subscribe to my channel. Again, half of you are not subscribed, so just hit the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds. If you wanted to check out any of my other socials, they are linked below. We did recently hit 2,000 followers on TikTok, so I want to say big thank you to everyone over there. And we're already so close to 300 followers on Twitch, which I haven't had Twitch for that long, so big thank you over there. And on my stream yesterday, we reached 1,000 followers on Twitter, so we're going somewhere, and I'm so excited to see where we're going to head next. So big thank you to everyone that does follow me on any or all platforms. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you for the next one. Bye!